ridiculous. We will show that the bears invited Goldilocks into their home by leaving the door open. Goldilocks was out walking in the forest, minding home business and picking flowers. When she smelled the sweet aroma of porridge cooking, she had been in the forest many times before and knew where the bears lived. Goldilocks merely thought she was invited for breakfast. We will further show that the forest was so good that Goldilocks decided to take a nap so that she could sleep off her breakfast. As the classmate of Baby Bear, Goldilocks had been invited over by Baby Bear. We will show that Goldilocks was a guest and certainly did not trespass on the bear's home.
Is this girl in the courtroom today?
Well, she kind of looks like a girl over there. With a golden haircut. I'm really not sure. I didn't get a very good view. It could be her. I did find golden hair on my pillow the next day.
Thank you, Baby Bear.
I will call
You're
Goldilocks.
on the
What is your name?
My full name is Goldilocks, but I mostly go by Goldilocks. My mother said that when I was born, I had a head full of golden hair. So since then, I have been known as Goldilocks.
Where do you live?
I live with my mother and father and my baby brother in a house in the forest near the bear's house.
Do you see Baby Bear often?
We often see each other when I pick flowers in the forest. Baby Bear and I also go to the same school. We're in the same second grade class. We play together at school.
And I am sure your teachers, along with your parents, have told you never to enter a strange house.
Well, yes, but I know Baby Bear. He is always saying that I should come over and visit sometime. And the door was wide open, and the porch smells so good.
So when you were out picking flowers in the forest and you smelled the porridge, what did you do?
I went up to the house and knocked on the door several times, but nobody answered, so I figured they were just inside. You see, the door was wide open, so I just went right in and saw all that delicious porridge sitting on the table. It looked so good that I decided to taste some. Papa Bear's porridge was too much hot, and Mama Bear's porridge was much too cold. But my friend Baby Bear was perfect, so I ate it all up.
Were the bears in the house while you were eating the porridge?
No, but I figured they must be nearby. I got so excited by the delicious porridge that I kind of forgot about the bears. I went into the living room to see if they were in there, but they weren't. I wanted to say thank you for the porridge, but my tummy was so full that I needed to sit down. So I tried sitting in Papa Bear's chair, but it was too hard. And Mama Bear's chair was much too soft. So I tried Baby Bear's chair, but I accidentally broke it. I was really sad when I saw the broken chair because I really didn't mean to break it.
Of course not. Then what did you do?
I wanted to stay around for the bears so I could thank them for the porridge and apologize for breaking Baby Bear's chair. So I went upstairs to lay down until they got back. I must have fallen asleep because the next thing I remember is the three bears staring down at me, looking very mad. I was so frightened that I got up and ran out of the house to my mother.
You didn't mean any harm.
Of course not. It looked like such a friendly house, and I know Baby Bear from school. He even said that I should come over sometime. I didn't mean any harm, and I'm really sorry about the chair, but I still don't think I even broke it. I don't weigh that much. It must have been broken before I sat on it.
Thank you, Goldilocks. Those are all the questions I have for you. I would now like to call Miss Locks to the stand. Are you the mother of Goldilocks?
Oh, yes, I am. She's my little girl.
What kind of girl is Goldilocks?
She is mostly a good girl. She's mischief like most children, but she always tries to do the right thing. It's just that sometimes she forgets. I do have trouble with her though. She likes to wander through the forest. Most of the time I go with her, but that morning I had a meeting to go to.
Does she attend school?
Oh yes, she goes to school. She is in 2nd grade. She really enjoys school.
Have you and her teachers taught her that you should never enter someone's home without their permission?
Of course we have, but sometimes she forgets. She's just so curious about everything. I am sure she didn't mean any harm. She's a good girl.
Thank you, Mrs. Locks. You may step down.
Are there any closing statements?
Your Honor, you have shown that Goldilocks, without being invited, walked into the bear's home without permission, ate the porridge, destroyed their chair, and slept in Baby Bear's bed. She did all of this without being invited. We have shown that Goldilocks, in fact, without being invited, we have trespassing the personal property of the bear family without cause or invitation. I am sure the jury agrees that she should be found guilty of trespassing.
Your Honor, we have shown that Goldilocks is basically a good girl who is merely curious about the bear's house. Since the door was left open and Goldilocks had been invited to the house on previous occasions, she felt as though she had permission to enter the house. When she entered the house, she was not aware that they were not home because the door was open. She did not mean to take all of Baby Bear's porridge or break his chair. She made a mistake. The chair was surely broken prior to Goldilocks sitting in it, as she does not weigh enough to break it herself. When she fell asleep in Baby Bear's bed, so was only waiting for them to get home so she could compliment Mama Bear on her wonderful porridge and ask if Baby Bear could come out and play. She entered the house with invitation, and while under the impression that the family was home since the door was open, she did not trespass on personal property and should be found innocent.
Thank you. Does that conclude the evidence?
Yes, it does.
You've heard the evidence from both sides. Now it is your job, members of the jury, to decide whether Goldilocks did in fact trespass on the bear's property. The law states that trespassing is the unauthorized entry onto someone's land. Before you decide, you must ask yourself, do you believe that Goldilocks entered the bear's property willfully and without permission? Do you believe everyone told the truth in this case? To find Goldilocks guilty, you must find beyond a reasonable doubt that she trespassed on the bear's property without permission. Please go with the bailiff to the jury room, and after you have decided, please come back